Charlie Lamb ready to go in this one. This breakout star has been. So up next, Charlie Lamb knocked in 3 of their 4 runs in yesterday's game. Runner takes off, ball outside, throw to second, not in time. He's there easily.
You don't usually see teams try to claw back into games by being aggressive on the base pass like this, but it's still early in this one. This kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one 1 run at a time instead of waiting back for a big 3-run homer.
Up the middle, over to first. That's out number 2. Now the number 2 hitter, Santiago Espinal. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. And that's 2.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Here on the south side, bottom 4, and the batter will be the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these White Sox, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but 1 or 2 pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits, so they might want to be a little more selective up there.
1 out, base is empty. Liner to second and picked on the hop. It's there, and that's a great play. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Charlie Lamb. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy.
Wow, that's not even close to the zone.
0-1. The shortstop takes the ball.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Hard hit left side. Fires in time.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
1 down, base is empty. Hit on the ground to short. Lamb zips it to first. Got him. And here's the first baseman. On the ground to short, could be 2. Flips it behind his back. 1 at second, to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
The White Sox down to their final strike. On the ground, and this should do it. And that is the ball game. Lamb with a forgettable showing in the loss.
Definitely didn't do much of anything.
Charlie Lamb has been a 1 down. Here's Riley Green. The 1-2. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Acrobatic throw for 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Man at first with 1 gone. Charlie Lamb now at the plate. Second in the American League in hitting. 0-1.
Well, strike 1 is so critical in an at-bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Carter at first, 1 gone. Into center and a base hit. And that's a double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
Joe Adell up to bat next, lays off for a ball. That one the other way. He's got it. Runners tag up from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly, and it's 1-0.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. still comes away with the sac fly, though. RBI.
Austin Hayes, the next to hit, takes ball one. And that is in for a strike. And it's 1-1.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger.
And a base hit knocks in a run.
Picks himself up an RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you've got to make them pay.
Let's take a look at the player of the month. He has been outstanding of late. And that is out of play. Lamb recently taking home player of the month honors. Here comes the 0-1. Out to short, Kim. Leadoff man retired here in the third. So one out, nobody on. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Shea Langoliers. One down, base is empty. Out to short, Lamb. Sends it across the first, 2 away.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Not in time. He's safe.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner in the scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
Carter at second with 2 down.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Carpenter on the move to the gap. And he makes the catch. And that is that. And next to him for the Sox, Charlie Lamb. 1 for 3. Hammered down the right side, but foul. First and second here, no outs.
Ball. 1-1.
And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Rolled to short, could be 2. Safe at second. Bases loaded, nobody out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Joe Adell. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
Tough situation right here. It's so important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Miguel Castro, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Holton getting loose as well. That was pretty nasty.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside, and as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
Hayes now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
1 strike.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. He's there, he's got it. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sac fly, and it's 9-3.
Well, that can be a tough one with the bases loaded. You can try to do too much, but there he didn't. He stayed within himself. He got that run in with the sac fly. Would have been nice if the runners behind could have advanced, but they'll take what they got.
Marte stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Next offering is in for a strike.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And there's a ball. Traffic on the bases with one already in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 men left. 2 outs, base is empty. Evan Carter steps to the plate for the White Sox. So 2 down. Evan Carter steps to the plate for the White Sox. Castro is just 1 strike away. Line drive, and that'll do it. The Tigers slug their way to a win in this one. Lamb with an okay. Charlie Lamb with a remark. So 2 down. Now it's the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. And first offering is fouled off. Lamb with another scorching run of play lately. In the air, left field. Green settles under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. 1 out, base is empty. And here is Andres Ramos. Out to short, Lamb. Sends it to first, and there's 2 away. 1 out, base is empty.
Charlie Lamb.
And a foul ball. Lamb in his 4th year, a career batting average over .325. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. That one ripped. And it looks like trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And a breaking ball misses outside. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Went back to the curve, and it was a smart choice. Matt Theis comes up to hit here. Grounded out his first time up. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
That's off the mark. Going to count 1-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Way upstairs, 2-2. Got him swinging. 1 down, runner at first. And up next for Detroit, Leody Taveras. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Lamb tossed the second, and that's 2. And we're back, bottom of the 7th, and now the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Manning back to work. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. Going back. Onto the track. And he makes the catch.
Well, off the bat, I thought for sure it had enough to get out of here, but that wind's kind of blowing in from left, and I think that's what made the difference.
Out to short. Throw to first is in time.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Line drive, base hit. And a good start to the inning. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Trying to close out a one-run lead. They're the home team trying to pull it out. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Little chopper rolls foul. Runner goes again. Pitch misses. Safe and second with a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
So the tying run at second. Swings and misses, struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Dice at the plate now, and that's inside.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
Now one missed. Bottom of the ninth, down a run and tying run on second base. And that's fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The pitch. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. And they're down to their last out. And now the first baseman trying to deliver as the hero. And ball one. That clips the corner. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the ninth. And a count 1-2. Vest is just one strike away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got it! And the crowd goes home disappointed as this one draws to a close. Lamb did well in the losing effort. One down. Now Nick Senzel. On the ground to short. Lamb. Slings to first in time. So one out, nobody on. And the batter will be the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. On the ground to the left. Throw on to Torkelson. And there's two away. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagining running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
So the batting order turns over. Max Schumann will hit next. Runner on the go. Pitch misses inside. Throw to second, and he's safe.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
Come on, Max.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strike. That's the ball. 2 balls.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Do you remember when Tim Kirkchin ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, they used one of the kid-sized ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
And up next for Chicago, Evan Carter. Check swing, and he went.
0-1.
Strike one.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, they'd have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you.
2-2.
Lamb leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. That one drifts inside. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Hayes in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. That misses the zone, and 1-1.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Now a long throw home, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the back at right field. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Charlie Lamb. Burr back to work. There's a swing and a drive. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Schumann stands in now and watches strike 1.
You know, these White Sox looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
That's inside. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Man at second. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Carter, the next to hit, takes outside. First and second, no outs. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Two balls. No
Squirts away a little bit. To second, but way too late. Safe there. Both runners move up on the wild pitch, and the double play is no longer in order. 2-0. And that misses as well.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and
that one lifted to left. He makes the grab. Runner tags for home. The tag save. He scores on the swim move. It's 8-1. So 2 away with nobody on. Now it's the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
And that one almost hit him. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Castro is just 1 strike away. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And that turns the lineup over. Next to hit, Max Schumann. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. No throw. He's in there safely. Lamb on at second with 2 down. They're down to their final strike.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Next pitch just misses, and the count is 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of inning number 9. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. Lamb did well despite the loss. Put together a Charlie Lamb with it. And stepping in for the Rays, Richie Palacios. Out to short, Lamb. Handles, throws to first. 1 up, 1 down. And the batter will be the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, and they got him.
Wow, what an incredible throw right there. And he might not have had time to get to his feet and catch that runner. That's an incredible display of arm strength.
This one smoked. Could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got himself a triple.
Everything came together for him. He didn't smoke that ball, but he didn't have to, man. When you're working the ball gap to gap, there's so much open space out there. So I think that knock was all about his approach and that willingness to just let the ball get deep on it.
And there's a ball.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So
meanwhile, this pitch gets away. And that cost him a run as he scores easily. 1 out, base is empty. Down the third baseman, Brian Ramos. Out to short, Lamb. Throws to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Garcia makes the catch, and that'll do it. New inning getting started, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Ben Wertvet. Here's a tapper towards short. Lamb. Now the throw to first on the run.
He's out.
It's there, and that's a great play.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
You know,
0-1's
these
the
White
count.
Sox really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. The numbers help tell the story. I mean, they've been sitting fastball, and it's paying off in a big way. So far with 6 hits against that pitch alone.
And that's
One
in the
ball,
dirt.
2 strikes.
And that's a great way for a lineup to dominate a game, because if a pitcher can't rely on his fastball to get outs, I mean, that puts a lot of pressure on the rest of his pitches to be effective.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has really good bite, so tough to lay off of, because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss. You go back to the dugout shaking your head.
Runner at first with 2 away. Charlie Lamb now at the plate. The shortstop takes the ball. Wentz, 32 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2018. Yeah, that's fouled off.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
In the air, right field. Garcia brings it in, and that ends the inning. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Justin Foscue next to hit for the Rays. Hyams is just 1 strike away. Sends it to center, and this should be it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox take the series opener here at home. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Carson Williams. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes out to short. Lamb tosses to first. No chance of the double play with the runner in motion.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Charlie Lamb, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Runner takes off, in there for strike 3. Throw to second, ow, and that. 1 gone, runner at first. Now up for Tampa Bay, Alejandro Kirk. On the ground, could be 2. Lamb over to second, and that's 2. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Squeezes it, 2 away.
That hanging breaking ball looks so juicy to the hitter, and nothing more frustrating when you miss that pitch and you pop out. He's going to have to think about that till his next at bat.
Hit on the ground to short. Whips it across. 1 away here in the 5th. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Pulls it in on the warning track. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. That one outside. Ball 1.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
Next offering is fouled back. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a chopper out to short. The throw to first, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth. Now here is Noelvi Marte. The White Sox down to their final strike. Hit to right, and that should do it. And he'll make the catch. Ball game. And the Rays even this series up at a game apiece. Lamb had a game. Charlie Lamb has been okay, all set to go. And stepping in for the Rays, Johnny DeLuca. Up the middle. And an easy out to start the game. Charlie Lamb digs in now, leading the AL in batting average. Inside. And that's ball one. Lamb in his fourth year, hitting third in the lineup. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Smoked on the ground a second. Sends it to first. And that is the inning. First and second, 2 down. Line drive, base hit. Coming home. He scores and they have the lead. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
Well, the strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
And yes, he did. He went around. Outside low, and it's 1-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That misses the zone, and that's ball two. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Here on the south side, ready now for the fifth inning. Here's the left fielder, Christopher Morel. Up the middle, Lamb. And a quick out, number one.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And that one fouled off. Righty delivers and fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Pitch misses there, and the count 1-2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far.
Quickly to second for 1, and that's 2. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Adolis Garcia.
1-1-1.
Hit hard on the ground to short. On to first, and Garcia is out. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Intentional walk coming here, and that sets up the double play possibility with 1 away and runners at first and second. Adele swings through it for strike 1. Tampa Bay's bullpen with some action. Zach Jackson getting loose out there. Efros getting cranked up as well. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
And that's downstairs. And it's 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 on, 1 out.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Hayes swings through it for strike one.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
One ball.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Got him swinging.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big two-out at bat coming up now.
De La Cruz in the box now. Takes strike one. Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's the second baseman, Raynel Delgado. On the ground to the left. Lamb. Fires to first on the run, and very nicely done for the out. Tying run at first, the winning run at the plate.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And that one fouled off. And that misses. And 1-1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And there's two down. Two outs, runner on first. So up next for Chicago, Joe Adell. Ground ball, Walker steps on the bag himself. Ball game. Lamb had a good day at the office, even in defeat. Charlie Lamb with it. So two down. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. And base hit. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. Safe at second.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Joe Adell in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one hit to right. Rooker under it. Makes the grab. And that is that. Tyson Baisley now at the plate. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3. And they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Lamb, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Now the throw to first on the run, and they get the out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom. Swing and a chopper out to short. Slings it across.
He's out.
Leadoff man retired here in the third. 2 outs, base is empty. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
Lamb at second with 2 down. Swings through that one out in front that time.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. So the lineup flips over. Kevin Singer up next for the A's. 2 outs. Out to short. Lamb. Throws across the diamond, and that is that. And next to him for the Sox, Charlie Lamb. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings and misses. 0-2.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting.
That's strike 3 and the third out. So 1 gone, runner at first. This is J.J. Bleday. On the ground a second, might be 2. There's 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. So digging in, Charlie Lamb.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time. In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
That's off the inside corner, and the count is 2-0.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
The 2-1. Swings through that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Outside low. Ball 3.
Good to lay off that pitch down.
Got him swinging.
Unafraid to throw it right there. That's trusting your stuff. Just 1 out away from getting out of a huge jam.
Almonte back to work. Hard ground ball for a base knock. Around third. The throw home. It's off the mark and he scores. It's 2-1. Well, they didn't waste any time as they knock home the runner from second to get on the board.
Huge for team confidence and how you approach the situation. Still have a guy on base, and now they'll try to add on.
Out to short, Lamb. In plenty of time to first. One up, one down.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
First and second, 2 outs. Geloff getting ready to hit. In the air, left side. Base hit! Bichette around third and headed home. In comes the winning run, and the A's. And the final. Charlie Lamb with it. So 2 down, and now the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Lamb in his 4th year, a career batting average over .325. He's a former American League MVP. Right side, and that one handled. Tosses to first, and that will end the inning. And now the DH, Tyson Baisley. Out to short, Lamb. Tosses to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Musgrove back to work. Late swing, fouled off.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
And a swing and a miss there.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be.
And Bichette is retired. 2 outs, base is empty. Ball 1, no strikes. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Diving, makes the grab. Runner at first with 2 away. So up next for Chicago, Charlie Lamb. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. In the air, right side, Clark. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Big at bat for Brent Rooker now. Swing and a ball popped up. My drop. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox in this series up at a game apiece. Charlie Lamb is on it. And up next for Chicago, Charlie Lamb, leading the American League in hitting entering the day. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Rooker in position. Drops into the glove. And that is that. 2 on, 1 out. Now here is Nick Kurtz. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3, double play. And the inning is over. 1 out, base is empty. And that one fouled off. Lamb in his 4th year, just 21 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Out towards left center. Lede on his way over. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down. Next is the designated hitter, Nick Kurtz. 2 on, 1 out. On the ground right side. Good feed. That's one. Double play. What a twin killing.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these White Sox definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at a lot of first pitches, and they've given away 7 outs as a result. They might just want to consider a more patient approach.
Handles, throws to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th. So bases loaded with 1 away. Lamb digs in now. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Base hit, 1 run is in. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 8-5. So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Here's Joe Adele. He's already homered here in this one. That clips the zone. 0-1. The Athletics have some bullpen action. Michel Otañez, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. Just missed.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here, on your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Tying run at the plate. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And now it's Austin Hayes. 0 for 3 in this one. In for a strike. 0-1.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
The tying run at the plate.
That's the ball.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. First and second, 2 outs. And now the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Zips it across. That's the 3rd out. Matt Thaiss comes up to hit here. The White Sox down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game. Lamb could have done a bit more to help them out.
He's going to be a driver for their offense.
Charlie Lamb ready to go. 1 down. Charlie Lamb will hit next. The American League leader in batting average this season. Ground ball left side, could be 2. The turn by McLean at second, and that's 2. 2 out, space is empty. That one ripped, but foul. That's towards center. Bellinger coming on. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Josh Naylor. Out to short. The throw to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. 1 out, bases empty. That's to third, Candelario. To first, that's out number 2.
Now that looks routine, but it hasn't been so easy for this club defensively this year. And you've got to make those routine plays behind the pitcher. It helps him to get more comfortable and move through this ball game.
Fair ball. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That was the thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
And fouled off.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Hard ground ball for a base stop. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Throw is offline and he scores. It's 3-3. So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Adele digs in now. First offering misses badly for ball 1. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
The Cincinnati bullpen has some movement. Keegan Thompson getting loose out there. Santiago getting cranked up as well.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Hayes in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Not sure exactly what he was thinking there. Good sinker ball pitcher goes with the fastball in a double play situation when he needs something on the ground.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2.
And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
De La Cruz in the box now. Takes strike 1. Now one miss. To third, Candelario. They limit the damage here. So they get 1 down. This is Joey Bart. Swing and a ground ball out to short. In plenty of time to first, and they get the out. 1 out, runner at second. Lamb, the next to hit.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And that one fouled off.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
In the air, right side. Benson settles underneath it. Hauls it in for the out.
The center field.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now it's the right fielder, Austin Hayes. 1 strike away. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Carrying well. And he makes the catch. Ball game. And the Reds strand the tying run on base to win it. Lamb. Charlie Lamb with Will Benson, the next to hit for the Reds. Ripped to short. They take the force out. That ends the inning. And so up next for Chicago, Charlie Lamb, second in the American League in hitting. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
0-2 is the count.
Tying run is at first. Here in the second game of the series. That one blasted deep to right. That's back. And out of here. Home run number 10 of the year. It's 2-1.
That fastball wasn't even in the zone, and he was still able to hit it out. Wow. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
So the lineup flips over, and here comes Bellinger. On the ground. Oh, look at the stop. On the money, nice play. Man at first, one away. Lamb
1-0.
playing up the middle at short, hitting third in the lineup. He's a former American League MVP. Runner takes off. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down.
Everything came together for him. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Adele takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. There's the strike.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2, get out of this.
2 on, 1 out.
Too high. Ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
On the ground, 2 ball. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. 1 out, base is empty. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Next pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
2 strikes.
Smoked on the ground a second. Toss to Naylor. 2 down. Big spot, and Cody Bellinger stepping to the dish. Grounder might be 2. The throw to second. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. And next to hit for the Sox, Charlie Lamb. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast. His fans were just still getting into their seats here at the ballpark. So if you showed up late to this one, you missed out on a big moment early on.
Schumann off of first with 2 away. Right side, hard hit. Gets it to first. That'll end the inning after a lot. So up next, Joel Culver. Line drive to short and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Lamb. Throw to first. Ball game. And the White Sox even this series up at a game apiece. Lamb had a great showing. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Ellie De La Cruz. Up the middle, Lamb. Fires to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. And the batter will be the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Here's Joe Adell. 3 for 7 in the series so far. To first, and they've got him picked off. To second, and he's out. And that'll do it. Bases juiced, no outs. Line drive, and this might be trouble. 1 runs in. The second run scores. Throw is high and over his head.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Adell stands in now and watches strike 1. Just missed. Activity in the bullpen for the Reds. Brandon Williamson, the left-hander, up and throwing. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Got him swinging. And now it's Austin Hayes. He doubled home a run in his first AB. And there's a foul ball. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Happy Mother's Day to my mom.
Yes, happy Mom's Day.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Headed down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
De La Cruz now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Misses outside, and 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Lead runner to second with 2 gone. So 2 down. Joe Adell steps to the plate for the White Sox. 1 for 2. First pitch, not close. There's a strike. First and second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been worse. And we're back. New inning getting started. Now it's the Reds DH, Joel Culver. On the ground to the left, Lamb. Fires across the diamond. 1 away here in the 5th. So 1 out, nobody on. At the plate, Charlie Lamb. Out to short, De La Cruz. Throws to first in time. Now the number 2 hitter, Matt McClain. This could end it. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So the tying run reaches with 2 away. In now for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz. Swung on, popped up left side. Carroll gets there, he's under it, and he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox win the rubber match of this 3-game series. Charlie Lamb ready to go in this one. So 2 down. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
Comes up empty.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Throw to first in time. So the drop third strike. So in now for Colorado, Owen Miller. Out to short, Lamb. Jumps, throws, and he gets him. Nicely done. Man at first, 1 away. And a foul ball. That's a base hit, and he boots it. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. Here's Joe Adell. Golden opportunity right here. out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
White Sox down a run. Next offering is outside.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swings and he breaks his bat. Bazzana throws to first in time, but the game is tied as the run comes in. The tag safe. He scores on the swim move, and a 2-1 ball game now. Luis Torrens, the next to hit. Hit on the ground to short. Lamb zips it to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Base knock right field. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Coming home. Relay throw to third. And he's out. But they do get a run. Now here is Mickey Moniak. On the ground to the left. Throw to first in time. 1 out, base is empty. So up next for Chicago, Charlie Lamb. And first offering is fouled off. So now the hard-throwing left-hander Josh Hader on the hill. And when you look at the start of Hader's career, pretty incredible. Arguably one of the top beginnings to a career for any reliever in history. 1 out, base is empty. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Torrens collects, fires to first, and there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
Gosh, here it is, hit it. 3-pitch strikeout, all fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
The White Sox down to their final strike. Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And up next for Chicago, Carlos De La Cruz. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. So 2 down, and next to hit for the Sox, Carlos De La Cruz. Swing and a chopper out to short. And that is the ball game. Lamb had a decent showing in the loss.
Not his best showing, but I hope
Charlie Lamb ready to go. And now Charlie Lamb, the American League leader in RBIs this year. The shortstop takes the ball. Schumann leads off first with 1 away. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. He's got it. There's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Lamb now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Valera hauls it in for the out. 1 away. And we're back. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Travis Bazzana. Swing and a ground ball. Lamb. In plenty of time to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd. 2 outs, base is empty.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And puts the squeeze on that one. So 1 out, nobody on. And here is Luis Robert Jr. On a line, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. So up next for Chicago, Charlie Lamb. 0 for 3 in this one.
This kid is so special.
He's a shortstop by trade and big time power. This one in the dirt. First and second, 2 down. Here are the top half of inning number 7. Breaking ball misses down and away. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That one not close. And the count's full. In the air, center field. Robert under it. And that'll do it. Starting. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Max Schumann. 1 strike away. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Rockies take the first 2 games of this series. Lamb. Charlie Lamb. Charlie Lamb getting ready to hit. Right now the leading RBI man in the American League. He's been huge this season. Hitting the air out to center field. Robert hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Here's the third baseman, Owen Miller. Out to short. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Javier back to work. And that one wrapped foul. Javier with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. Now this is in the air down the line. Valera should have this one. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. 2 out, space is empty.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here at Coors Field, bottom of the 6th. And now the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. On the ground to short, Lamb. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, Boog, we talked about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Lamb, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Carter over at second, 1 down. And that one finds its way through. Coming home. The throw in. And he's in there as a run scores. Here's Joe Adell. 1 for 3. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And another ball
He hasn't wanted a challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
On the corner for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Number 45 preparing to come on if needed. Blaylock getting cranked up as well. Outside low. 3-1 now. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. So first and second with one man gone. And now the first baseman, Carlos De La Cruz. Off the mark there. And that is ball 1.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
And makes the grab. Runner tags and will move up to third. The relay throw. Safe at the plate. He goes to the swim move to dodge. Evan Carter steps to the plate for the White Sox. 1 for 4 with a double. Base hit, 1 run in already. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play. It's 11-8. First and second, 2 outs. Lamb will hit next. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Hit to right, and that ought to do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Rockies come in here and finish off a 3-game sweep. Charlie Lamb Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So up next, Angel Martinez. Ground ball, could be 2. Quick feed to second for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. 1 out, bases empty.
Charlie Lamb.
It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game, and the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
Cease with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
They had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That one is back. And it's off the wall. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And that's a double.
Waste no time there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. And a pretty good chance we can see a lead change here. At least a tie ball game with both of those runs in scoring position.
Adele in the box now. Takes strike one. And misses inside. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Cade Smith getting ready to go. Jacks, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. And a big swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there. And now it's Austin Hayes. He is struck out and he is walked. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Pitch misses, and the count 1-2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Struck him out. Really fooled him with the breaking ball there. And now the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. 1 for 3. Fouled off. He was late.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base. Trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Ball that's outside.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Out number 3. Guardians. Base is empty with 2 away. And now the DH, MLB Marte. Clase is just 1 strike away.
You got that, boy.
Lined, and that's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Theis in the box now. Takes strike 1. So 2 down. Matt Theis comes up to hit here. The White Sox down to their final strike. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Naylor under it. And that'll do it. The Guardians strand the tying run on base to win it. Lamb had a rough. Charlie Lamb. So 2 down, stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Charlie Lamb. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
We got away with 1 there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And that one in the air center field. Doyle under it. Makes the catch, inning over. White Sox. Here's Jose Ramirez. And the right-hander deals. On the ground to short, could be 2. Lamb over to second, over to first, safe. Runner at first with no outs here.
Charlie Lamb.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. The throw to third. He's in there.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Adele in the box now. Takes strike one.
0-1
Two in
count.
scoring position. Nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That one way inside.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Hayes stands in here. Takes ball 1 low.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
And a strike in there. Second and third, 1 away here in the second game of the series. Missed with a changeup. Now 2 balls and a strike. Right through there for a strike. Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And they're all loaded up.
Take your bait.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
De La Cruz up to bat next. Lays off for a ball.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Grounded to third, could be 2. Ramirez tossed to second, over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. And we're back, bottom of the 4th. Now the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. On the ground to short, Lamb. Throws across the diamond, and Hernandez is out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
King back to work. Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Here's Joe Adele. 0 for 2 in this one. Here goes the runner. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. That's 20 stolen bases for him this season.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Third home run of the season, and they add a pair. It's 4-2.
Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
Lamb now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Rip to third. Ramirez to second. Double play. What a clean killing. Bo Naylor at the plate now. Out to short. Lamb. That's the third out, inning over. So they get... And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter will be the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. First pitch swinging.
0-1's the count.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Headed towards the corner, and that is a foul ball. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Naylor down to first, in time to get him. One away in the strikeout. Tied at 6, and now Teoscar Hernandez. Long drive, and this might be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in, and it's a 2-out double to put the winning run aboard.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. 1 out. Runner at second. Lamb digs in now. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. And it drops in. Coming home. He'll score, safe, and that's his third hit.
First pitch swinging, went up there with the plan to be aggressive. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Whoa, that's down.
In the dirt, blocked. That misses, and it's 2-0. 1 out and a runner at second, and here in extra innings. That one
Ball
missed.
3. I got 3-0.
Fouled off left side. Man at second. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Austin Hayes steps to the plate for the White Sox. That misses, and it's 1-0.
This is a batter who loves to produce late in ball games. He doesn't shy away from the big moment.
Next offering is down low, and the count now 2-0. Swings through that.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next pitch is downstairs. A little out front there as he swings through it. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little.
Swing and a pop-up. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox slug their way to a win in this one. Charlie Lamb ready to go. 1 down. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. Lamb measures 5 feet 10 inches, hitting third in the lineup. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And a swing and a miss there.
0-2.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Righty delivers. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Oh, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
And it's through for a hit. Runner from second crosses the plate. And it's an RBI single. It's 2-1. 1 gone, runner at first. Here's the center fielder, Joe. Bieber checks the runner, and he's back in easily. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing.
Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hernandez makes the grab. 2 down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
And now it's Austin Hayes. Went down on strikes his first time through. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-1. Hayes working through some struggles lately. And the next pitch is way outside.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Doyle makes the play, and that is that. Here in Cleveland, as we go to the last of the third, stepping up for the Guardians, Angel Martinez. On the ground, Lamb. On the run, throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Leading off to the right side.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Bieber back to work. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Okay, swing now. He had his mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher, he was going to swing at it.
And a foul ball. Tapped softly on the ground. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Hard hit left side. Tosses to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Charlie Lamb, the next to hit. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving to a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
There's the swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in.
Runner on the go. And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout. So no. And now, Jonah Bride. Cleveland up a run, looking for more. Out to short. slings to first, and that is that. And now here is Evan Carter. So the tying run at second. The other way. And a base hit. Runner around third. Fires it to the plate. It's offline, and he scores. It's 5-5. So up next for Chicago, Charlie Lamb. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Here's Joe Adele. Just missed. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
And a count 1-2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. So a 9th. So runner at second, 2 down. Noel getting ready to hit. Line drive, that's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and again we are tied. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. That's a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Back to the mound. He's got it. In plenty of time to first, and there are 2 outs.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Lamb at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
0-1's the count.
Well, strike 1 is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Hernandez has a beat on it, squeezes it, and that'll do it. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Next to hit, Jhonkensy Noel. This could end it. Got him, and that's the ball game. Lamb did okay for them in this one.
Didn't light the world on fire, but he held up his end.